This is Jonathan, and today I'll be showing you guys how to update the system and how to install software, as well as being able to uninstall software using the terminal. The reason why I need to use a terminal is because there's no graphical user interface to be able to install some applications and update the system like we would do on Linux distributions like Fedora, Ubuntu and Windows and Mac OS. They all have a graphical user interface to install software, but we're going to have to use a terminal in this software. So what we need to do is click on the terminal up here, and now we're going to see a window like this. Now you guys can do pkg help, and that will show up all of the commands that you guys should be able to do and understand what they do. So over there it shows up list, update, history, verify, publisher, avoid, refresh, proprietary, fix. We can install, uninstall, and so on. Now, if you guys want to search at the package level for system, I would recommend you guys to do pkg and then do search, and now we can just do neofetch, and that should check if neofetch does indeed work for the system, and as you guys can see, we'll be able to install it. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is update the system. So to update the system, do pkg update, and that should just update the system. But make sure add sudo in front of it to give it some admin privileges. Now enter your password for the form for admin, and that should basically work. Now this may take a while depending on how big the update is. Okay, so it's basically has finished installing the update. One thing I do recommend to do is reboot the computer. So to do this is just do reboot, and that should basically reboot the system, but we have to add in sudo in front of it as well. Then enter your password, and that should reboot the system.
5 minutes later. Bye.
Okay guys, so I am back. For where I was able to get to be able to tell if I could actually install NeoFetch is by me running pkg and then search for a package that I want to know if I can install it for the system or not. So in my case, I want to install NeoFetch, so I just use through pkg search NeoFetch, and as you guys can see, this is a package that I'll be able to install. And I don't have it pre-installed, as you guys can see, but I have to install it manually by using the pkg package manager. So to install it, all you do is do pkg install NeoFetch. This is how I'll be able to install this software. But we do have to add in sudo to get root previously. Okay, it's starting right now. This may take a while depending on how big of a software you guys have installed or trying to install basically. Sometimes it can take quite a while depending on how big the application is, how big in size and how advanced the software is. But I'm installing NeoFetch and it's not that advanced, just to show some of the system specs of it as well as a logo, so it's very nice tool. As you guys can see, it installed very quickly, but depending on how big the application is, it may take longer. For example, if I was to install something like Forza Horizon 5 within the pkg install command, it would take about 2 hours to install, but you can't install it for the system. But it's just an example that a larger project or a larger software or game will take longer than if it was like a smaller package. So yeah, if you guys now want to run the program, all you do is run NeoFetch in the terminal, or you guys can search it up from the applications menu, but I don't think it'll be available here. But I just run it in the terminal. So I just need to run NeoFetch in the terminal, and as you guys can see, I was able to get it installed. Isn't that amazing? And now guys may be wondering, how do I uninstall the software? Like, we don't want the software anymore. What you guys need to do is do pkg uninstall NeoFetch. But do make sure we add in sudo, otherwise it won't work. Yep, and that should uninstall the software. So now if I run NeoFetch again, it won't work. Because I have uninstalled it. But I would like to reinstall it, so I'm going to do sudo pkg install NeoFetch, because I don't want to uninstall it. I like NeoFetch. NeoFetch is a legend. Now if I run NeoFetch again, hopefully it works, and yes it does, it works again. So I was able to reinstall it without any issues at all. Looks like we got a nice theme to it. We're running the Mate. It's not as up to date Mate edition. I don't think this is up to date, but it's fine. This is desktop environment. This is the resolution of a screen. This is a shell we're running in Bash. We have 306 pkg info packages as well as 1038 pkg packages, and we also got uptime. Uptime is how long we run the system for, and we also got the kernel of the OS, and we also got the logo of the OS. So that looks amazing, and that software is working as it needs to do. But you guys can also do pkg search, and you guys can search up for Chrome to see if that is available for the system. But it may show up an error message. Okay, it does seem like it is available. What you guys can also do is do this, and it should show up as an error, hopefully. Yeah, see, it won't show up anything if it's not available. But if it is available, then it will show up some form of text, like as you guys can see over here. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please put a like and please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.